Vigilantes finally caught him by Decoy voice. Who was caught doing what? This was still one of my recommendations, so we'll jump in. Yeah, just neat content here. Also, if you like this kind of stuff, please consider liking and subscribing. I react a lot to different things. Let's just go. Who was caught doing what?
Just because the cops can't enforce the law doesn't mean the citizens will simply accept the EBT class destroying society. As in Los Angeles, California, an apartment complex was getting hit by multiple mail thieves until a resident randomly...
They're stealing the mail? They're stealing the mail! But... They're stealing them. That doesn't happen here. That doesn't happen here. Interesting. Very interesting.
ran into one.
What's up, buddy? You like to steal mail? You like to steal mail? Yeah? You like to steal mail, motherfucker?
You like to steal mail? Bro, that's crazy, stealing mail. Hey, they're like Crunchyroll, right? Because they're doing that too. They love stealing mail.
And as KTLA shows us, they tried to stop him from fleeing in his Jeep, but the residents bashed out his windows with a bat before he could escape.
And it was dumb, blind intervention luck where God's like, here you go, Timmy, a present for you, the man who's been robbing you. So, we handled it.
As a local vigilante later explained on his TikTok page,
For the past couple weeks, we've been having our mail stolen. And about a year ago, someone held up our mailman at gunpoint for the master key for all of the mailboxes. The city said it would cost between
The mailman? At gunpoint? Bro, what? That's crazy. That is wild. How important can the stuff in the mail even be?
$2 to $3.1 million to rekey all of the keys to make up for that stolen key. Take a wild guess as to what their answer was when we asked if they would rekey it.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Too expensive.
He's hit our apartment complexes so many times we've made wanted posters. If you're put between a rock and a hard place, no one's gonna help you. What do? You stand up for yourself.
It's a shame when the most heartwarming story coming out of the city is when a vigilante randomly beats up an alleged mail thief and bashes out his windows, encouraging other young brave individuals in blue cities to do the same. It's also insane to know that what I experienced living in LA years ago is still occurring the same exact way out there in the valley, where
Wasn't there a period in some place in the United States where they people just kept their cars open because it was just essentially just protecting the car from getting damaged and somebody could break in. I've heard stuff like that. Don't quote me on that, but I've heard stuff like that. Really weird shit going on there. Like, what do you mean you have to keep my car open, otherwise they're just gonna bash the window in?
my apartment complex's master mail key was stolen too, and it became a common occurrence for mail thieves to come in and clear out everybody's mail. And it wasn't just masked men overnight, because I think the mailmen had something to do with it too, as I would commonly receive sensitive mail already opened in my locked mailbox. And even though I escalated it through their proper channels,
mailmen don't do that here. But package delivery people love to open packages. Like, this does happen here, interestingly enough. Because, you know, regular mail doesn't bring those. It's like Amazon and like other services that do that.
Nothing was done about it. Even to today, when they catch and beat the alleged mail thieves, the local ABC affiliate says they found him in his Hollywood home, then booked him for assault with a deadly weapon, noting he also has a criminal history. But somehow, the DA is only requiring $8K to get him out. It is beyond pathetic that in deep blue cities, the biggest punishment he'll likely see is the street beating he randomly received, which if anything, this arrest reporting will only incentivize the EBT tribes to get in on this. as I'm not going to make assumptions about this particular individual, but oftentimes they're not looking for birthday cards and Amazon packages, they're just collecting information for fraud. And sadly, when the local Fox network covered
Information for fraud. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I guess some like Amazon packages are just like the cherry on top, right? A nice bonus. It's like, you know, you just take it with you if you find it.
for the story, they made sure to lead with, "Do not get your own justice."
We should mention this is something police advise against, confronting suspects who could be armed and dangerous.
So no wonder countrywide, mail theft involving mailbox master keys is running rampant. It's almost like when you essentially decriminalize something, criminals become attracted to it. So when some Studio City apartment complex starts getting hit simultaneously by at least 2 different teams, the residents won't simply accept, "I guess we don't get mail here anymore."
Like, what do they expect? Like, what do they expect? I mean, if somebody's stealing my mail, at that point, I just replace it myself, if that's even possible. Like here we don't have that, right? There's no like key or anything, right? We just have mailboxes that you can close and open, right? You have like open, like on top you have like a little opening, you shove that in there and then it's in, right? The mail people can't open that and have a key for that. So maybe that's an alternative solution.
Or they're going to turn to vigilantism, which admittedly isn't the best option. Why put your own life at risk to supplement the police that in Los Angeles you're already paying astronomical prices for? But in LA, the issue isn't just mailboxes, but mass street takeovers every weekend that even loot the NBA stadium's team store. This unemployed behavior runs through local liquor stores like swarms of locusts. And ironically, as Fox covers it, the same AutoZone got looted the same exact way 1 year earlier.
At the same store with the same story.
What the fuck is going on? What is happening here? Huh?
Takeover turned into a store takeover.
And when the EBT tribes ransack your store, unfortunately a single Star Wars cosplayer with pepper spray and a baseball bat isn't going to stop it. Just 3 weeks ago, 30 minutes south in Orange County, we saw what happens when shopkeepers protect their stuff with a 9mm learning moment. And that's when society starts to get scary. But now, when places like Washington, D.C. see empty shelves in every store, President Trump is deploying federal law enforcement to restore law and order.
Federal officers in marked units patrolling what the Trump administration is calling high-traffic tourist areas and other hotspots.
I'm gonna say this. I have zero sympathy. I have zero sympathy if you do this. If you try to essentially raid a supermarket or store and you get shot, I have no sympathy for you. That is a fuck around and find out moment, for real. No sympathy for it at all. If you die doing this, you die doing this. I don't care.
As he now looks at doing the same in LA.
But then I'm going to look at New York in a little while. Let's do this. Let's do this together. Let's see. It's going to go pretty quickly. If we need to, we're going to do the same thing in Chicago, which is a disaster. We have a mayor there who's totally incompetent. When I look at Chicago and I look at LA, if we didn't go to LA 3 months ago, LA would be burning like the part that didn't burn.
Which for some reason freaks out the Democrats.
This president is trying to lead us into what could be called a civil war.
What an interesting way to snitch on yourselves, when the president is simply saying, "I want to return to law and order by locking."
Civil war is deploying law enforcement so people's places don't get raided. Interesting. To be fair, the only one that seems to be close and closer to anything that could be considered a civil war is the UK. Because these fuckers are cooked.
up criminals. Then a 86-year-old Democrat congresswoman goes on TV saying, "They're coming for us. It's gonna be a civil war. I wonder why they automatically identify with the criminals being arrested, not the citizens being saved." So,
also, to be fair, some Democrats, not most of them, but some of them are anti-gun, or a lot of them are. Is that going to be actually a war? Because, you know, the side that likes guns and loves guns, and the other side that does not want guns. Doesn't sound like a war to me.
if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
This truly is a tragedy. They're stealing the mail. They're stealing the Amazon packages. They're raiding the supermarkets. It's crazy. At the same time, I'm kind of happy that I'm not in the United States. I'm kind of happy that I'm European. In a way. Well, on the other hand, we're losing our freedom of speech. So I guess you win some, you lose some. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.